Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So, you remember the story about Jesus? Then when he went to with his the disciples, they were on the ship, eh? So and then Jesus said, "Right, we're going this way, you know." So they went to the island. So there was a city there, you know, and and you know, with Jesus, there's probably something that he wanted to teach them. Eh? So they got to this island. I mean, I wouldn't say it's an island. It's just the other side of the lake. You know, there where they always used to fish. I think it's the Sea of Galilee or something like that. But you can go look, you know. But besides that, that's not the thing what I wanted to tell you about. So, and so it's not funny. It's not a funny story. So it's just like so. Anyway, then okay, then as they got off the boat, then there was a madman that was he was fastened with chains, and he snapped the chains according to the villagers, and completely mad because he was um, he was like he was what do you call this thing, like consumed by these demons, possessed. Yeah, possessed is the word I was looking for. So it was possessed, and then and you must know like how many demons were in this chap, this guy, because when they saw Jesus, they said, "Oh, how Son of Man, you come to taunt us before time and all that." So, and Jesus said, "Oh, I want to speak to your leader." So he said his name is Legion. So what does Legion mean? Legion means a whole. It's like a whole, um, like what do you call it? Like, yeah, like maybe it would be like 1,000 soldiers, 2,000. So anyway, then what I'm trying to say is, you see how tough a human being is. That so many. Okay, wait. I have to first tell you this other thing. Like first, so there was about 2,500 pigs on this island. I mean, on that side of the sea. This little city or whatever it was. I haven't read this thing in a long time, so I'm just taking it off my head. So what happened was they said to Jesus, no, they'd rather him send them into the pigs. That was their request. So Jesus didn't deny them of that. He sent them into the pigs, and immediately they went berserk. They clean off their fucking heads. I mean, excuse me, my French. And they just, you know, kicked down like right down the edge of the mountain, and they fell onto the rocks, the jagged rocks. You know, when you're falling down a mountain, you know, it's you know, it's not a pretty sight when you just intestines and chops, broken chops, um, cutlets, brains, snouts, broken, cut. You know, mm, yeah. So very violent. They actually, that was what they violently ran down the mountain. So in actual fact, they committed suicide. You know what I'm saying? So you must just imagine how many. There was about 2,500 pigs, as far as I can remember. Okay, but there's a part two of this, so I'll just go and read it, and then just can enlighten you to if I did say something wrong. We're all human, so anyway, so yeah, so the thing with the story, what I'm trying to say is that this human, one man, okay, and Jesus did. He said to Jesus, "I want to be your follower. Let me, go with you and all that." Jesus said, "No, just stay. You've had enough. Just tell the people what I did for you, and just, you know." So it just shows how tough a human being is. That human being could take all those demons, you know, all those demons, and those demons. I mean, if a pig, a whole herd of pigs, of such a stature and size, couldn't. I mean, if you would say one demon per pig, do the math, you know. And here you've got one human being that can take all that and still come out unscathed. So we are strong, and you are strong. So just remember, like, whatever life is pushing away or whatever happened in the past, just remember that that man could take all of that, you know. And if you have God with you, if you accept God in your life and believe in God, you have faith, and there's nothing that you can't conquer. Okay. So check me on part 2. I'd like to be called. Okay, I haven't thought of a thing, but something like the intelligence of a pig, or parable of a pig. Okay. So, and then also it will be at part 3, where I explain to you about the demons in the story. Okay, so there's 3 parts of the story. Okay, right? So yeah, so I'm not gonna say you must subscribe or like or whatever you call it. I don't care about stuff like that. So, but in any case, check out my other video or my other videos. So the other one will be parable of the sower, so I'll be explaining about that, and whatever that's what I think, what it means, since I've been thinking about these things. I put these stories together because I just go there into these scenarios, and I think a lot. I'm an overthinker. So okay, check you.